Hi friends! So I'm going to show you in this little video about how to create an infographic using one of my favorite websites for this, which is called Canva. Most of the stuff on Canva is free. Obviously there's some stuff that you would have to be a premium subscriber for, which is easy to tell because it'll have like a dollar sign or something on it, so you obviously won't pick that. So if you just Google Canva, C-A-N-V-A, your first search result will end up being canva.com probably. So you go ahead and click to open that. And then you guys will need to sign up with Google. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. And then, so like if you make one after this, this is what you will do. Then I'm going to log in with Google. Of course, I'm going to choose that that's me. And then it will go to kind of my home page. You'll notice that I've made a few things on Canva because I've got a section called Your Designs. So you might recognize this. This is a poster that's on my wall. I've made this poster. These were like little encouragement notes for my daughter's dance team that I put with a blow pop. Here's a couple of things. Here's an invitation I've made. So there's lots of things that you can do on Canva. But what we are going to look at doing is an infographic. So I am going to scroll down until I get to the infographic section. So that's the infographic section. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on one, because once I click on one, it's going to get me to where I can choose the design that I want to use. Okay. So it might have, like I was playing with this one, but I didn't like the big cigarette on it. So obviously, because that's silly. So I didn't use that one. But so you can kind of scroll down. They're kind of clumped together. Like these are kind of education looking. These are like if you're trying to teach something like a how-to. These are business. These are timeline. These are for charities. These are just kind of everything. I think for if I was doing a person, a timeline one would be really great because you probably did learn about stuff that happened in their life. So let's go ahead. I'm going to click on that and see all. Then I kind of just scroll on down and see something that appeals to me. Don't let something like this is a big flower throw you off. I mean, maybe this one will be hard to change, but like, let's say you like how this looks, but you don't like the colors necessarily. That's okay because we can fix that. Or this one has like, sport balls on it, right? So I don't necessarily have to do sport balls, okay? So let's say I'm going to do this one, a day in the life of a blogger, okay? So it's got like a step-by-step thing, and I'm thinking that's how I want to lay out my information. I like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of a situation. So then I just start messing with it. So I click on this box right here, and let's say I am researching, let's see, Eleanor Roosevelt, okay? Why would I pick something that's so long to type? I don't know, but I did because I am typing with one hand since I'm holding the mic with the other. Okay, so I have Eleanor Roosevelt, and let's say I'm not super great about this color. I don't like this color. See how it's got this background color, and then I come over here and I see it's right here. I can click on that, and I could change it. And Eleanor Roosevelt to me is more like, oh, I don't know, this blue color, right? Okay, so now obviously I'm going to have to change some other things because this is not going to work anymore, right? So this on this number is going to show me it's this color. So now maybe I want to pop that with some pink. And I just need to change it with all of those. Do you see what I'm saying here? And maybe you don't put numbers there anymore. You could change that. You could do A, B, C, D, E. Okay? Now, Eleanor Roosevelt did not type things. So I am going to just get rid of that. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at photos. And maybe I can type in Eleanor Roosevelt was the president's wife. She wore really cute hats. So let me see if I can put in something with a hat. That's not the type of hat she wore, but this is. And see how when I hover over it, it says free. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to grab onto it just like you would do in anything else, and you would move it. Let me see if I can get to. I hate it when I can't get it to move. So I'm going to shrink it down, and then I'm going to grab onto it with maybe this. Nope, that's to turn it. Sometimes it's hard to grab onto something. Oh, because it's trying to get the other ones. Well, you know what I mean. I would want to move this down here, so I would do that. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to spend the time on trying to get the little 4-way arrows to show up so that I can move it. So if I don't like it, I can just hit undo and get rid of it, right? And that kind of stuff. All right, so then I can also zoom in. You can see right here where I can see 100%. So then I can start typing stuff here. Maybe I'm going to talk about her first, her early life, right? And I might type I don't need a time for her early life, but maybe I would put born blah blah blah. And then I type in here. And the cool thing is like if I don't like this font, I can change that font. I'm like, ooh, I want to make it look like that. Now that's really hard to see, so I would have to make it bigger so that I could see it. And then I can change all the images. I can add elements, like if I wanted to add a badge like this, and I want to put it somewhere, and then I want to put a picture on top of it. Again, you guys are so tech savvy that trying to figure out how to do stuff is super easy for you. So you guys can just play and play. And the idea of an infographic, guys, is to make sure that it appeals to whoever you are presenting it to. Okay? So you're going to stand in front of my classroom and present it, and it needs to look good. Okay? So now I'll go back to fit in the window so then I can see an overall picture of it. You can add videos in. If you found a video, you can add one. You can search it, or you can add something in. Your background can be like, I have it as this color, but perhaps I want to change it to that. Ooh, that's kind of cute looking. And I can upload things. Like if there's a picture I found, I can upload it. So let's say I save something to my Google Drive. I can grab that image or that video from my Google Drive and insert it in here, because obviously if I go to photos and type in Eleanor Roosevelt, I might not get any results. Let's see. But during your research, you were, I'm sure, looking at pictures and all that other stuff that was kind of cool. So, I mean, there's a stamp with her face on it, but I don't think that's exactly what I want to put on there. So I would want to have saved something to my Google Drive and be able to insert it on here. Okay? So infographics are super fun because there's lots of options. You can change your text. You can add a different type of heading. You can add all kinds of stuff. And you can just make it really cool. Okay, so that's infographics. When you're ready to share it, you would go over here to share and then copy the link. And then I will be providing a Google form for you to include so that you will put your link on there. Do not go up here and copy this link, because that will not get me the presentation one. That will get me your editing, and then you'd have to log in. So you have to go over here and get the link. Okay? So that is Canva. And please feel free to ask me if you have any questions.